and the have-nots. We live in a society that promotes capitalism over the welfare of all human beings. The latest census data shows nearly 1 in 2 Americans of 150 million people have fallen into poverty or could be classified as low income. It's a problem when only 1% of the nation owns and controls 42% of the wealth. It's a problem when we have politicians who have access to health care but refuse to make sure that everybody in this country, the last of the supposed free, have access to health care. It is a problem that here in Chicago, schools are closing and our youth have to travel through gang-infested neighborhoods just to travel to school in a new area. All while our state and local politicians, children here in Illinois, the same ones who decided to close over 50 schools, their children get to attend the best schools in safe neighborhoods. It's a problem when the city of Chicago is just beginning the planning process for placing a Whole Food store in Inglewood, a place known as a food desert. As if allowing people to have access to healthy food is some new and innovative concept when people in more affluent areas of the Chicagoland area have had access to healthy food for years.
Preach.
Now all of a sudden, we want to consider low-income people. Things that make you go, I smell an election year coming. In the words of Michael Jackson, all I have to say is that they don't really care about us. Like Abraham in the story of Hagar, they are satisfied with giving you just enough and expecting you to survive off of a little that they provide, leaving you in the wilderness to fend for yourself. The second issue in this text, as it relates to today, is that living in a patriarchal society and capitalistic society can foster a spirit of jealousy and competition between people, especially women. Tell the truth. In the story of Hagar and Sarah, we see a woman betraying another woman, a person of color betraying another person of color. Society has it set up that we are not focused on fighting against a corrupt political system, but instead we fight each other. Let's be real for a second. Here in Chicago, it's not anybody else killing African people. Instead, it is black brothers and sisters killing other black brothers and sisters. Oh, by the way, I'm not just talking about physical violence. Instead, I am talking about all the ways in which we kill each other, whether it's via a gun or the negative words that we speak to one another. This is what I call the crabs in the barrel mentality. For you see, Sarah didn't feel good about herself. Come on, tell the truth. She didn't wait on God to show up in her life. Come on. So instead, she had to go and spread the misery and drag someone else into her mess, creating a ripple effect of misery. We all know somebody like that who is so miserable with their lives that they are either doing one of two things. They